Hi, Cancers. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about a big, beautiful wedding. What is coming your way? Who's your future spouse? Evidence. I have some initials. I have some charms. I have lots of clues. So let's call in our spirit guides now. Use this reading to help you to manifest the love of your life or to confirm a love that has come into your life recently. Let's see what we have. Let's see what our cards are saying, and let's get started. Spirit, please share with me, for anyone who has found this reading, anything about our future spouse. What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear today? I am listening for you now for my Cancer. Let's see what we have. I have a twin flame. Uh-oh. No. Twin flames are great. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. So, yeah, if there's a twin out there, I can guarantee you'll find them. So, not everybody has a twin in every lifetime, but it's a sense of if they are here in this lifetime and there's a contract for you to meet in this lifetime, trust me, that magnetic pull will kick in. You will find that twin. Spirit, please share with me. I have passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. So I do feel, is it a passionate twin, that's ready to come in? Twin reunion, a twin union, not necessarily a reunion, but a union. Prepare, get ready. I have toxicity. Toxic relationships can drain your energy, your self-worth. Beware. That came in more as a protect myself, being aware that somebody's draining my energy. You can feel those things very early on, first date, second date. You leave there and you're exhausted, you're drained. All this person talked about was like all their problems and things going on in their life. And you leave there and I'm like, why am I so tired? So listen to your body. Your body will tell you if somebody has toxic energy and they're a vampire. They literally are taking your energy. So could be just a reminder when you're dating. Spirit, please share with me. I have settling. Yeah, we're not going to settle. Avoid settling for less than you deserve. So I do not want anything. I don't want toxic. I don't want high maintenance. I don't want drama. I don't need crazy in my life. So I'm not settling. So you are going to find somebody that, works for you and is this passionate alignment. So yeah, sometimes we just have to remind ourselves, yeah, we want these things, but it's as important to know what we don't want. I don't want these things, and you've got a big list of things you don't want. Divine timing, divine love arise when it's meant to. So Spirit loves to share with me divine timing. And we just have to respect that as we do. So Spirit, please share with me, what do my cards need to say today? I have the moon. I have a page of wands. I have a 5 of cups. And I have a King of Pentacles. The moon came into me as I have worked too hard on myself to settle. There was a sense of I had to dig deep. I had to get to know myself. And I had to reinvent myself with this page. And I feel like I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me. So whoever's coming into my energy, just better, I don't know, I'm not going to change for them, or I'm not going to bend over backwards to make for them to be in my life. It's got to work for both of us. So this feels like it took me a long time to find myself. I'm not going, yeah. And because I have reinvented myself and I'm a different person today, energy, than I was years ago, I'm not interested in disappointment. I'm not interested in the person who drops the ball or is inconsistent or uh, ghosts me. None of that is acceptable anymore. I feel like this page is all grown up right now. This page has grown up to be, a queen of wands, and she's ready to kind of show the world who she is. Um, I'm not interested in being disappointed. I'm not. This king is coming into me as confidence. It's a sense of somebody who meets that threshold of I won't disappoint you, because of you can see how they represent themselves in other areas of their life, whether it's they show up for their kids, they show up for their parents, they show up for their job, they put themselves through school, they completed an education, whatever it is, but they have demonstrated already that they have king qualities. And there's a part of me that's saying, that's the door I want to open. Like that's the door that I'd say, okay. I want to say there's potential, but that seems so underrated. It feels like it's more than potential, right? It's your future. It's somebody you're going to marry. So it's more than, yeah, this has possibilities or this has potential. Yeah. So that king is powerful. And there is a sense of, they're using the word wonder to me. Okay. Maybe it's a sense of, I wonder if this is the person. I wonder if, they're everything that I think they are, or is it just, they're putting on a good show? Spirit, please share with me. I have a Queen of Cups. You're definitely not going to settle. You want the real deal. I have a Five of Swords. I have a Two of Swords. And I have a Six of Cups. The Two of Swords and the Five of Swords was more of a feeling of, you could have been in a relationship in the past that was, I don't like when everybody keeps using the word toxic, because that's not necessarily the best word for relationships, but somebody that we butted heads all the time. There was always something. It was always, and it could have been the same things over and over again, but some kind of battle. And I didn't look at it clearly enough until I walked away. So there's this sense of, I want to take off that blindfold this time. I want to see what's right in front of me clearly, even if it's red flags. You know what? I want to address it like right from the beginning. If I'm butting heads with somebody for some reason, or somebody's ego is, just coming forward very quickly, am I going to have a problem in the future if this is how I'm thinking about them today? So I feel like I am a lot more attentive to what's being put in front of me. I'm not going to be blindsided, so to speak. I'm going to take off that blindfold and I'm going to look at what's right in front of me, and I'm going to look at it from a totally different perspective this time, because of what I went through in the last couple relationships. I really like the energy of the Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups, because it's a very romantic feeling. I don't need drama in my life at this stage. I don't have to have a knight in shining armor, and I don't have to have somebody who sends me dozens of roses. But I do want to have this kind of innocence where I don't have to worry about what my person is doing. I don't have to think that they're doing anything behind my back, there's just this sense of trust. I need to trust this person with all my heart. That's what I'm looking for. And I feel like that's what I've always wanted. I just didn't receive that the first time around, they're saying. So there's something about I want a true love, you know, a simpler love. I want and almost like an innocent love, you know, where I mean, do people argue? Yes, but there's couples that fight all the time. And then there's couples that say, I don't want that for dinner. We had that already. You know, can we pick something else? You know, there's a difference between, you know, kind of going back and forth with your partner or your spouse and fighting. So this is not a fighting energy. This Cancer does not, from the Cancer's perspective, they only want to love. They do not want to fight. They don't want conflict. They don't want drama. They don't want somebody they have to fix. They want to love and be loved. And it sounds simple, but that's all they want. I have a King of Wands, and then I have an Ace of Cups at the bottom of my deck. I do feel like this person's going to love you passionately. I do. You know, I'm not saying sex. I'm saying I love you with all my heart. And I feel like they see something in you, like you're a treasure, or you're the most important thing to me. I think there's not going to be a day that goes by that this king doesn't tell you they love you. So they're going to be expressive. They're going to tell you they love you. They're going to make you feel like you are the most important thing in their life. They're not going to walk away, Spirit just said. So some of you may have, I'm just so afraid if I find that, it's going to be taken away from me. No, I love you with all my heart is how it's coming into me. I feel lucky. I feel grateful that I found you. Spirit, what will this person's, anything about this person's personality that I should know? Let's see what they're saying. I have free-spirited. Okay. Let's go with the flow. A little bit of go with the flow. We don't have to follow society's rules. Maybe something like that. To make the life that we want to have. I'm understanding. I'm a good listener. Extroverted. A little bit of entertainment there. I felt like this person makes you laugh, or they always have something that they want to do, kind of pull you along. I have patience. Okay, they listen. I feel like there's a sense of I listen patiently, and they kind of acknowledge your feelings, or they give you a chance to really talk about something that's upsetting you. Very magnetic. I feel like I'm very attracted to this person. I feel like I have gorgeous dark eyes, like almost like a doe eye with like beautiful long eyelashes. I wish I had your eyelashes. Very magnetic. The eyes are piercing. Okay. And there's something in your eyes, you know, there's that spark in your eyes. There's that sparkle in your eyes. There's a sense of that eye contact that maybe I've never looked so deeply into somebody's eyes the way I look into your eyes. Transparent. This person's going to have nothing to hide. I love you deeply. I'm not out to hurt you. Very forgiving energy, loving energy, kindness. They're happy. They're genuinely happy. So they're not that vampire energy that I felt in the beginning. So if you dated somebody recently and you felt exhausted afterwards, it's not your person. This person has a more optimistic, happy, soul gazing connection, something going on there. I have fit. Nice. And I have they're very curious. So they're asking about you. They're asking their friends. What do you think? I want to take this to the next level. Okay, let's see what sign. This could be you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or them. I have an Aquarius, Libra. I have a Gemini. I have a Virgo, and we'll get one more, and I have a Cancer. So you could both be Cancers, or that could be just you. Let's see what else they want to share with us. Let's get some initials. So first initials, last initials, what they could be. You could be confirming a person you have on your mind. You could be able to spell your whole person's name. Some of you are able to do that as well. Let's get these. I have a letter L, Z, R, M, L, the letter C, S, I have a J, W, I have a V, letter C, E, Z, K. Let's get a couple more. The letter T, the letter S, letter A, and let's get one more, Y. So some of you that may definitely have connected to you. Let me know in the comments. I always like to know, Spirit, anything about this connection you need me to know. What is it that you have coming towards us? I have meeting through a friend. Okay, so maybe somebody's going to introduce us. I do feel like we are social. I feel that one of us is a lot more social than the other. So I do feel like they are very approachable, very easy to talk to. You don't feel like you're pulling teeth. Conversation just flows. They're saying endless hours of talk, which is nice. And also this feeling of pillow talk. There's a feeling of like pillow talk all night long, and that we can just stay up and, like look at the clock and say it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And just say like, oh my God, we've been talking for, 5 hours, but it went by like that. So we have a lot of fun with just pillow talk and hanging out. It's just the two of us and very intimate, beautiful. I have music, musician, maybe somebody who can play an instrument, involved in the music industry somehow. Would love to be. I have a Gemini. I have medical field, medical training, medical school, nurse, doctor, hospital worker, EMT. You're saying surgeon. I have coffee. I'm definitely a coffee drinker. I also feel like I'm a late night person, the way I said 3 in the morning. Maybe we have a late night shift. Maybe I work that, those odd hours. A cup of coffee. I don't know. I just felt like I was off shift maybe it's because of my career. I could be a nurse and I work the late shift, I could be a doctor and I'm on call, something like that. I have a photographer. I love to take photos of us. That's more like we have lots of photos of us. I have military in our background, maybe family, brother. I find you incredibly sexy. I'm very attracted to you. Let's get a couple more of these. I have a Libra. And I have a carnival. Okay, a good time. I'm just going to say a good time. I also have a dog at the bottom of my deck. Feels like a puppy. Feels like maybe that's in our future, that we get a puppy. Maybe for those of you that would like to have children, maybe we start out with a puppy. We say, well, let's try a puppy first. I think a lot of people do that. They get used to the idea of taking care of something, the responsibility. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have Temperance. I have an 8 of Cups. I have a 5 of Cups. I feel like I walked away from my last relationship. I feel like I had to, they're saying that I didn't really have a choice. Maybe this person disappointed you beyond repair. It was something that you couldn't get over, you couldn't fix, and you unfortunately walked away. So, but you walked towards something better. The relationship that's coming into your life now is a lot more, I'm going to say, spiritually secure and financially secure, emotionally secure. So I do feel like I feel more balanced in my life than my past. I do feel like I definitely have. I feel like I'm just engulfed in trust. Like I have this blanket of trust around me. Like I don't think I've ever felt such trust in somebody. Like the person you're going to marry is not somebody who would hurt you. So that I feel like is important to you. I feel proud with the 6 of Wands. I feel proud to be with you, proud to show you off. Your person could be, you know, this is my new boyfriend, this is my new girlfriend, and they're proud of you, and they want to introduce you to their family and friends and take you places, and you're their partner. I have a Hierophant. That came into me as we share the same belief system. So we could have been raised with the same beliefs, same religion. It's important to us. And I have a 4 of Cups. I'm going to say waiting. I'm just going to say I waited for you. You know, I waited for the right one to come along. I didn't know when you would arrive. They're saying I wasn't really searching for it. So this person may randomly come into your life, not necessarily that I've been actively searching for this person. So true kind of, organic energy. Let's get some charms. I have some beautiful charms today. So let me just zoom in here. We'll pick some charms. We'll read them intuitively, see what's jumping out at me. So this big, beautiful bowl. And let me see, a corner. Where do I feel drawn to? I'm going to go over here into this little corner and get a scoop. Okay. What is this big thing? This is Big Ben, but the clock part of the Big Ben is jumping out at me. So divine timing, matter of time. So Big Ben. I have a horseshoe. I feel lucky. I do. I feel lucky that I'm meeting you. Luck is on the way. I do feel that, I don't know. I feel like it's 1 in a million. The cards are coming into me the same way. It's almost like winning the lottery. It's like a royal flush or something, I just feel like I just met person of my dreams, 1 in a million. I'll never meet anybody else like you. So I feel like it goes both ways. I feel like we both see each other as a catch. I feel like we both are falling for each other very quickly. I have a heart. Okay, so I'll take the heart. I have Paris. I have Paris and London. So part of me feels like, I'm traveling, and I have a train. So maybe I take a trip. Maybe that's something that I always wanted to do, take a trip around Europe and for, the summer. Maybe one of you did that when you were younger. You backpacked Europe when you were younger. And, it's a big part of your story is that was a big experience for you. So that's something. I have a key to my heart, key to a new door opening. I have this kind of tooth. It looks like a fairy godmother tooth, but I'm going to say smile. I'm going to say, I love your smile. There's something about your smile. There's definitely something about your eyes, that soul gazing eye contact, but you could have beautiful, beautiful smile. And that's could be, something that they say, I love your smile. And I have a birth certificate. So for some of you that would love to have children, it could be Spirit's way of saying there will be a child in this union. The reason, one of the reasons why you'll be together is to create a family. So I do feel lucky to have met you. I love your smile, of course. And I feel like I just won the jackpot. I feel like I'm, I don't know, what are the chances that I'm going to meet somebody I want to be with? The chances are good. The chances are good that there's somebody out there that Spirit really wants you to be with. Spirit, share with me any other messages that you have for us at this time. I have gossip, grapevine. It's not coming into me as bad gossip. It's coming into me as kind of friends talking that they maybe saw it before we did. And maybe they were talking about us, saying, we would make a great couple, or why are we fighting it? Or there's a sense of we were introduced by people. So maybe they're just talking about, I hooked them up, I put them together. I hope it works out. Because I'm not feeling like it's negative gossip. I feel like we're just talking about the situation. I have dating. We're going to go on a date. Yeah, so I feel like we're talking about, I put them together. I somehow put them together. I have communication. I gave so-and-so your phone number, right? I hope he calls. I hope she calls. So did you hear from them? Did they call you yet? Casual, open relationship. I'm not feeling that. I do feel like this connection is going to lead towards a commitment. Maybe they start out that way with, let's just see where it goes, which is always that I don't want to sign up for anything. And then, over time they say, I want to be exclusive. And what did they say? I love you with all my heart. So that's not somebody who wants to be in an open relationship. We're going to have a home together, buy property together, our dream home. There's a sense of, hopes and dreams. I guess I could say it that way, that maybe we have the same hopes and dreams that, I want to live in a certain area. I want a certain type of home. I want to have 2 kids. I want to have a puppy. I'd like to travel. Whatever it is that you have goals. I mean, couples have their own goals, and different couples have different goals. So you guys would have the same goals. I have a dating queen. I would definitely want to date you. So there's this energy of, did you call? Have you gone out yet? Have you seen this person yet? I gave them your number. So something is going on behind the scenes. Like somebody's really trying to set you up. Maybe it's a blind date. It's destiny. So if it's meant to be, it will be. Maybe you guys will have a fun story about how you met, that somebody put you together, or somebody went out of their way, to make sure that you met. Let's see what some loving messages are. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. What is it that you have for us? I'm so happy the hard part is over. The hard part is finding you and getting to know you. The hard part is trusting you. The hard part is falling for you. So, you know, that early stage, I think is even though it's exciting, I think it's the hardest part. I like, it's almost like I loved raising my kids, every part, but I loved when they were like 2 and 3 years old and they were talking and they were like little people and you could see their little personalities coming out. And, you know, so it's similar to that. Like the hard part was the first few dates, feeling comfortable with each other. You know, once it's up and running, it just keeps for a healthy relationship. I feel like it just keeps getting better and better because you know each other. So I think the beginning stages sometimes are, you feel like you're walking on eggshells, you're waiting to see what happens. So I think that happens. Our time feels limited, and I want to hold this moment forever. So time goes by fast. I want to be with you more often than I can. Something like that. Our connection runs soul deep. I could feel it the way that I looked at you. I can feel it the way that you gaze into my eyes, that it's a deep soul connection. Being with you makes me feel 10 feet tall. I'm proud to be with you. You know, a little bit of an eye candy feeling there. I'm proud of you on my arm. I'm proud to introduce you to everybody. I can't wait for you to meet my family. You were meant for me and you're perfect. They think you're perfect. I think you're perfect for each other. I feel that you guys will both feel the same way for each other. So it will be mutual and it will be beautiful. So that's why we're going to want to be committed. We're not going to want this to go away. We're going to want to stay. So let's put this out into the universe and claim it. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to this channel, hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also, check out my other 2 channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame channel for some additional love readings. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and we'll see you again real soon in another Love Messages.